Hey, Crown Publishing content followers, viewers, supporters, and listeners. Thank you for clicking on my video again today to see what it is I have to say. If you're new to my channel, welcome 1,000 times. We're happy to have you here with us at the Crown Publishing Content YouTube channel family, where publishing and marketing content finally meet. Hit that subscribe bell, subscribe today so that you remain notified, um, and in the loop every time we have a new upload, even download, right? We talk about so much, we do so much over here, and we don't want you guys to miss it. We don't want you to miss upcoming live streams, discussion topics just like these, interviews with authors and entrepreneurs, and much more. Okay. We also have just relaunched our ghostwriting services, relaunch our promotion of ghostwriting services. If you'd like to learn more about that as well, or you want to inquire, ask any questions, guys, things like that. Maybe you didn't, if you want to check out my flyer too, or maybe that post, the different posts I've been making about it, just look in the community tab section of the Crown Publishing Content YouTube channel, and that's where you'll find more information. That's also a good email to contact us at. Okay. So boom, I'm gonna take that out for here for a second because today's topic, without further ado, I want to just go ahead and jump into what I wanted to give my reaction openly about when it comes to not just because I'm gonna say I'm one of those people that had absolutely no idea. Like how all your life you mentioned something like Titanic or something. Just about everybody has heard of that story. Okay, so I think that was a great example, but this story right here, I just had never heard of, y'all. How it came across to me personally, how this story came across my table or it came across my life, and me just really just like, wow, this is that's why I asked the question right there on the thumbnail. Like, will anything ever really be done about this? We're talking about elections and politicians and stuff like this. This type of stuff definitely needs to be looked at. And what leader is willing to? I don't think this is bigger than a state level at this point. It don't matter what state you're from. According to stories and reports, 500 to 700 people have already been reported. Reported, keyword reported, once again for the people in the back. Like deaths, drownings, accidents that can happen in any lake, right? We'll talk a little bit more for those who might be just like me and had never heard about this story either. There's no way I can cover it all in one topic, and there are channels that do. There are YouTubers that's already out here talking about it, because what happened is a young man was discovered. They say this is very rare to be found, especially if you end up stranded out there or left behind. People from around the area, and these rumors and stories go as far back early as seriously, like the early 1950s and things like this. When it comes to the history, it goes even further back. You know what I'm saying? What this lake was before it was even a lake. And that's not just this destination to me when it came to my reaction to this story. And so we can say this story because I was speaking on a young man recently who was actually discovered. He was rescued from out there. His race, ethnicity, where he from, it doesn't matter to me. People are due reverence where it's due. So, it was a young white male. He was able to be recovered. I really haven't heard anything much else, and people deserve as much privacy as they are concerned to have, in my opinion. So hopefully that's the most people are saying about that anyway. They just like, man, this is great. He was discovered, but people keep coming out of the waters, they say, with different stories, experiences of paranormal, super activity, experiences when they leave that lake. What y'all think about that? Put your opinions in the comment. This lake is in the state of Georgia. I do a great job. I feel like even when I just learn about something, I can be open and authentic about that and still I have a quick reaction just like everybody else. And then some of our minds think more calculative, to the word calculative. than others. It don't make you like smarter or nothing. It's just like your mind immediately. Like, what's your first response? What's your first judgment when you hear about a lake that's supposedly claiming lives like this? Like, people have paranormal stories. The ones that have survived, the victims that have survived, and even them, they say they experience something supernatural when they go out there. Come on now, we all like the lakes and outdoors. It was a great time to me to also give my reaction to this um, update about that young man that had been found out there at Lake Lanier here recently. I believe it was in the month of July. It was here very recent. Today's date, March July 28th, 2024. Happy Sunday to you guys out there from the Crown Publishing Content YouTube channel family to yours. But yeah, this, of course, I was mind blown at this story. I totally binge watched. I'm gonna not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even done researching this. I know that this is only the brink, and then this is only one geographical location. This is only one of many where there are probably quote unquote burial sites. Let's not talk about, what color the town was in these times or stuff like that yet. But just the fact at all that it's a burial site to begin with. It might not be looked at that, but most towns have a burial site within that town too. You got to look at that. It ain't just like how the whole town itself is dead or died at some point. It's that it already probably had a you know what I'm saying, site of its own within that town, right? Because that's a part of life. That's a part of township. You're going to need the services also available for deceased people, like how you're properly disposing of them and how y'all are doing the ceremonies and everything, even back then in the early 1900s. Um, they say that racially, not only racially motivated, but violent. So racially motivated, violent, criminal activity type stuff that leaked over into Oscarville, Georgia, which was the name of the city or the town in this time. Uh, and this happened in many towns probably back in that time. How one, what you would call injustice to one black family or one black individual would just end up sparking a whole, and then you just had a whole, and now you got riots over here, riots over there. I'm not saying it makes it right, just putting it in perspective for any of us to understand in real time, because even in real time, people that's going out there, it's not, they either don't come back alive or they come back with some kind of supernatural story or something that happened to them out there that they feel like was not fun, by the way. Okay, so I feel like, wow, this is a great story anytime for people to educate themselves, not more only about the town of Oscarville, Georgia, and how it thrived as a community, and the community offered its own blacksmiths and bricklayers and bankers. They put these things together themselves. To me, regardless of what sparked, or because it has to go there before you call this. Why do y'all think ghost hunters, ghostbusters, people that try to, before you try to judge what happened, what led to the things that it led to, um, we would have to consider the story, and the story matters because the story is where the truth lies. Places do not be haunted for no reason to me. These are not just rumors, apparently, about Lake Lanier. Okay, guys? Leave it in the comments if you've ever been out there and what was your experience, right? I personally have never been a fan of haunted places, but I can say from my personal experience, right? I'm on here to give my reaction. Anything I state on this audio stream today, is audio host Arthur Tedder share. It's just my expressions, comments, and views. Uh, I'm not here to spark any extra interest or step on any toes or make anybody mad or nothing like that. We come on here to do discussion topics about real life events across the globe that affect us all every day. We're publishing a marketing need, okay? Marketing content. Um, will anything ever be done? They say Usher's ex-wife, Miss Tamika, I believe is her name. They lost a son out there. Tamika Foster has been advocating for the lake to be drowned. I mean, drained. Y'all heard how they came out? I mean, yeah, I guess drowned, but drained, same difference. Yep. And it made me research more. You know what I'm saying? They get stuck in life over divorce. You know, she ain't with Usher no more. They don't have a whole child. I'm not saying that's the only reason. I feel like it should be drained too. And it ain't a place I would ever go visit. I feel like that. No matter how much history lies within it, I wouldn't just want to go close. You know, you can research so much information, people, stories out there where you can learn about it. You know, you don't have to go out there. I just feel like it's wild. It's like some places talk to you. They let you know, do not come here. That's what I think. And people steady go with their cameras and their footage, or they just want to thrill at life. Have y'all seen that movie? What was the name of it? Fall or Ride? Was it Fall? I was so excited when I finally got to rent it. I think it came out a few summers ago or last summer. But when they climbed up that big huge tower, those girls they wanted to go on a climbing adventure. That type of stuff. Mm-mm. Now, what's they call like air diving, skydiving and stuff like that, I might consider it a little bit somewhere. And that's gonna be at the places that let you do it indoors. I just feel like it's a limit. If there is a line, if there was a such thing, if there's a line was a person when it comes to this lake and the stories that really have I saw this one lady story on TikTok, because y'all got to know people. It's just another trending topic again because uh, this guy just survived. Like he was rescued out there, and though people think these are just jokes that people making, they serious. Like people that know the stories from out there, they like it's very rare that somebody get found. They really don't think it. I don't know. They was like, is that really him? Like, was he like possessed and what was washed up on shore? Like, how did he survive out there? I think it said he was out there like anywhere from a day or two. hmm some young, white fella. But either way, that's could just be a miracle too that people don't want to believe. Now, if we know that people, y'all know how they say people, places haunted. What make them haunted? Like that they don't want you there. They like show this too, because according to this story with this lake and in this town that's proven time and time again to have once thrived, it's just sitting under there. Before you even know the story, you getting that much of the story. It's really crazy because like it ain't just like clearly black people that's been dying out there. Anybody that go to that lake, any body you come from any state, any country, you want to go out there and visit, you happen to be in Georgia, you go out there, or shoot, you from there, you go out there. They say just like man, and I'm like man, when I was checking out these stories, that's what started it to me though. That's what inspired my research about it. Was seeing about this young man they just found alive, and I'm sure he's recovering and doing great because I haven't heard that he nothing worse happened or nothing. So maybe that's just a miracle. But people do have their different opinions as the stories are just trending right now and stuff. Like I would encourage people to stay from out there and that something needs to be done. And it's crazy because hopefully there's not like water people using it from out there. Like man, to me what's under places matter to me. What if everywhere we get our water from has had life underneath the places and stuff like this, like before? That's crazy to think about. the streams and the lakes and the rivers that we get our very drinking water resources and things from. I know that they're go through their processes and they clean the waters and filter it and everything, but it's really deep to think about that these same places what could be under once was life that was there. Now the story is that these community owners of this black town at the time, Oscarville, uh, were pretty much forced out. Yeah, because I can see that too. Like anybody can understand that if somebody come to your town constantly burning up stuff, tearing up stuff, doing stuff, regardless of what sparked it. And I'm not saying what sparked it didn't matter because actually the story is like two young men lost their life, like they were publicly hanged, like. See, one thing led to another. That's what I was trying to say about it. Not just in them times, but even today. Every action has a counter reaction type of deal. So where this town was just got greatly attacked like that. So I'm assuming that the ones because I don't think for a split second, even with my research right now, like I like to think real, and I don't think that everybody probably just packed up and like left though those things were going on because if you invest your whole life and time and finances into something like your own town or community, some probably wouldn't just easily leave. So we don't know how all people, it was probably some type of massacre for all we know. We don't know. We know the stories were told, right? But we also know the stories that are told to this current day. They say that it's denied over time in history that it was purposefully flooded. Uh, what as an extra precaution measure of hate or what? You know, because that's crazy. Even if you try, I don't care how beautiful you tried to make the lake. Look what's happening. You know, clearly solid proof that souls do cross. Souls cannot rest, and people like, oh, rest in peace. How can they rest in peace? And yeah, you want people to just have pleasure and enjoyment all over where they had to leave their town. And like I said, that's probably just not the only site across, not just across the country, but across the world that things have happened in history right there. That like great, rich history right there underneath the land that you are standing on. Go as far back as dinosaurs if you want to. Some believe they really existed, some don't. Isn't that interesting? Some like literally believe that fossils are just, I don't know. Cause me personally, I believe that dinosaurs were here. Great beasts, all type of great beasts that we wouldn't believe. From the earth to the seas to the skies. We'll holler earth, wind, and fire, but we don't want to believe that bigger, more what we would consider mystical creatures. They weren't so mystical. They were probably here before. Dragons too. Dragons with wings. They probably really did blow fire. That's why I don't like this. I can only conspire too much on certain topics. Like all you can do at the end of the day is go back and forth. You believe the dragons and dinosaurs were here. You don't. Fossils are real. Now, when something is imprinted in a rock, you know it exists. It was like here, you know, that had to erode over time. And it has this rock, this stone has survived. You know what I'm saying? Ocean, storm, weather, meteorites, and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and y'all know what I'm talking about, like those rocks that be having like whole plants or something like engraved in it. You know what I'm saying? Whole signs, messages sometimes. And that's what we call history, evidence of it for sure. But yeah, I just want to come get my reaction today. I feel like on this topic, as it's trending at this time, and as Crown Publishing content audio host, I would say that you would like after you start seeing people. Is the lake at this point is claiming lives And it ain't because people can't swim and they're all having similar stories of what's happening. Yeah, just out of respect, drain the lake. Thank you guys for tuning in to another segment with the Crown Publishing Content YouTube channel family, where publishing and marketing content finally meet. Once again, feel free to tune in to previously recorded segments just like these. That's the email again if you'd like to inquire about ghostwriting services and what that can mean for you, your business, or services of work in 2024. Okay? Because there's some orders we're accepting and some not. Once again, there's more details in the flyers that I posted on the community tab of our channel today. We thank you for your support. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to show your support. And until next time.